don't know a lot about card games, truth be told, but, I take it you're a bit of a beginner, yes?
Are you talking to Moy?
You betcha! You're as green as the bologna in Sam's mini-fridge.
Shut up, Stitch!
It's okay. It just means you have to adopt a wanton strategy of wild deception.
Not the worst idea I ever heard.
Get into their heads. Hey, boxing glove guy, with a face like that, have you ever considered organized crime? Sam and I could come after you, and we'd try not to rough you up too bad.
I dabble in nefarious activities. Like the time I stole the Strong Bad School game for attractive people's source code from those telltale chumps.
Ooh, that sounds criminal.
Oh yeah, I pulled it off without a hitch. Got the code over to my boys at Vid Electrics, who turned the game into a triple platinum, triple pixel bestseller in Guam.
Hey, Strong Bad, ever visit New York City? It's a dreamland of concrete, shawarma stands, and random acts of violence.
No, but it looks like webcomic over here is a regular visitor to New Dork City. I bet he's got a little snow globe that says New Dork City.
Did I tell you about the time Flint caught Artie Flopshark, the poker instructor, taking money from all the tenants in the building next door to our office?
No, but this floppy shark sounds like my type of dude.
Flint saw Artie going door to door telling some stupid story about having to run really far or a bunch of people were going to die. And people were just handing him stacks of cash.
That actually sounds like a charity thing.
Then why, pray tell, throughout his entire vicious pummeling, did Artie insist he needed 10K?
He didn't need 10K. He was running 10 kilometers for charity.
Well, long story short, Flint broke both of his legs and beat him to within an inch of his life, so he wasn't running anywhere after that. Mr. Weapons, how do you like your line of work?
It is good. There are many benefits.
Ooh, like a free pass to snuff out bad guys or a waffle bar in the commissary?
Boom. And full dental.
Mr. Weapons, question, do you have any interest in moonlighting?
What? I am not Moonlighter.
I'm just talking about a little work on the side. Maybe hang out with Sam and me 2 nights a week and beat up goons, huh?
Oh, I cannot do this.
Oh, come on, it's fun and free.
No, I am sure it is.
Then what's the problem?
I have non-compete.
Ah, yeah, lawyers. Mr. Weapons, I'm in the market for a new firearm. Something classy and understated to supplement my daily driver.
For you, I would not recommend minigun then. You know, there is this fast baby man who annoys me greatly with shotgun.
Ooh, what are the available options? I'll spring for leather.
Ah, this is good for you. I suggest force of nature.
Excellent. I'll head down to the dealership tomorrow and tell them Heavy Weapons Guy sent me.
There is no need. I know Guy.
Seeing all these aces reminds me of this dream I had where I could use a playing card to read people's minds. Do you ever have any weird dreams, Mr. Weapons?
I sometimes dream that I am killed. There is blood everywhere. But I wake up and I realize this is ridiculous. Nobody can kill Heavy Weapons Guy.
Right.
Playing cards reminds me of the time Sam and I were hired to whack a guy for the Longshoremen's Union, and they invited us to their high-stakes hearts game.
I am Union. Red Local 615.
You guys unionized?
It was necessity for group medical.
Oh man, this reminds me of the time Artie Flopshark rigged an entire poker tournament so he could pay off his loan shark.
I know of this. This is a respectable profession in Motherland.
Yeah, well, over here, these scumbags have unionized. Artie said he owed the credit union a heck of a lot of bread.
Did he say why?
Just that they were going to put him in a bunch of water. You know, give him the old cement shoes, drop him in the bay. It doesn't matter, though, because Flint Paper got to him first. Ooh-wee, did he make him pay.
Maybe his mortgage was underwater and your friend injured a man trying to keep his home. How did he rig the tourney anyway?
I don't know. He won, though, so you know it was clearly rigged. A guy can't just win a tournament. You know what I love?
What's that?
Destroying wave after wave of the undead.
Word up. How do you roll?
With my trusty sidearm, of course.
I'm more of an auto shotgun guy.
Ooh.
This is good weapon, no?
Sam and I had to limit ourselves to pistols when our cleaning bills started going through the roof.
Tell me about it. It's like Icker. OxyClean ain't cutting it.
This pelt is dry clean only. Tycho, is there a lot of criminal activity in the Pacific Northwest?
Same as anywhere else, I suppose. It has its douchers, sure, but there aren't any real villains.
That's all right. Sam and I could subsist on a limitless supply of 2-bit hoodlums. Oh, or if you know of a cabal of greedy corporate monsters hell-bent on blanketing an entire generation in a deep exploitative sadness, that'd do.
Oh, so chains of used video game resellers? Yeah, we got those.
This reminds me of the time Flint Paper beat the snot out of that poker instructor, Artie Flopshark. He was a total scammer. See, Artie was squeezing our friend Jimmy Two Teeth for money after teaching him to play some game that didn't really exist.
What was the game called?
Omaha? Maybe Topeka. Someplace horrible.
Omaha's a real thing, Max.
Well, don't tell that to Artie Flopshark. Flint socked him until he promised he'd never play or teach it ever again. You know, the music in this joint reminds me of the time a bunch of hippos escaped the zoo, fell into league with a criminal blues band, and started transporting illicit goods across the East River.
Ugh, hippos. Corpulent brigands. Nothing like their elegant, ungulate sisters, the giraffes.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about. Those slender necks.
Huh?
So long and muscular. You just want to wrap your arms around them, and maybe your legs, just to see what it feels like. You just want to get up there and sway in the fucking wind. No? Is that not... okay.
I don't trust you one bit, rabbit.
It's okay. I don't trust myself.
How do we know you don't have a never-ending stack of aces wherever you put your gun?
Well, you don't, but you're welcome to look.
So, Max, you're like one of those Pokemons, right?
My genus and phylum is a mystery to all mankind.
'Cause I'd love to see some prepubescent pointy-haired kid run in here and stick you inside of a baseball. That would be hilarious.
Are you talking about the red-capped kidnapper who terrorized the fauna of the Upper West Side for months?
Maybe.
Because Sam Flint and I caught him trying to shove a chimpanzee into his knapsack and made him cry for his mommy.
You guys should know that I don't mind playing for such low stakes. I know you must all be so strapped for cash during these tough economic times.
I had a sizable checking account in 1992, but they closed it when Sam and I used it while learning to launder money. For research!
Say, Bunnyman, how badly did those telltales hose you in your licensing agreement?
Sam and I just focus on fighting crime. People have been making money from our exploits for decades.
No, I mean those incompetent dorks who captured maybe an ounce of our actual charm and charmisma in their terrible video games. Point on this, click on that. How about use my fist with your face, telltales?
Maybe you had me confused for someone else? Yeah, I disfigure bad guys and fight crimes in New York City. That's my thing.
We're being exploited.
Oh, exploitation! Santa Claus subjugated an entire race of elves in Sam & Max Season 2 and 3.
Other than HomestarRunner.com, do you have any other favorite websites, Max?
Huh? I've got some favorite sites for laying in wait for criminals and general ne'er-do-wells around the city, if that's what you're asking.
I said, do you have any favorite websites, Max? You're gonna cost me $50.
Oh! When I'm on the internet, I can't stay away from www.telltalegames.com/store.
Wonder if this dump is haunted.
Ooh, I hope so. There's something about being able to terrorize a spectral being without it up and dying on you that I just love.
I do not like ghosts.
It's okay, Mr. Weapons. I've got extensive experience with zombies and vampires. I can handle a little ghost.
You will take care of ghost for me?
You betcha!
I like you, tiny rabbit.
So, Heavyman, they got those guys on the corner that sell bootleg DVDs off a blanket in your country?
I like movies, yes.
Yeah, like what? Fists of Knuckles? Beneath Fists of Knuckles? Fists of Knuckles Babies? Classics!
No. My favorites are The Dirty Dozen and the first 20 minutes of Rocky IV.
Hey, Heavyman, what's your living situation?
I live in Red Barracks. It's nice. There is food table.
What do you say to taking a room in the House of Strong?
There is vacancy?
Well, first you'll have to engage in the time-honored tradition of tossing the fat hump of dump that currently occupies your new room out the second-story window.
This is enemy?
Strong Sad won't put up much of a fight. He doesn't put up much of a pulse as it is. Hey, Heavyman, you think you could take care of the king of town for me?
I can assassinate king, yes. It's expensive, though.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! By take care of, I meant maybe you and I sneak into his room and shave off half his mustache.
I am not best at sneaking.
Or maybe we could confront him in a dark alley then?
This is better. That way blood wash away and drain.
Oh man, you're gonna totally murder the king of town, aren't you? Oh well. Why do you keep calling me Tiny Heavy?
You are heavy. Tiny. No? You are red team. You have killing gloves of boxing. You earned these for being great killer. You should try out for red team.
I guess I could join your team of ruthless killers and lame hat wearers and watch you get grenaded by 8-year-olds. I will play the role of Team Mother and Lord High Ragamuffin.
You take many bullets before dying, I think.
I likes the heroically tragic direction of my character. Hey, Hefty Bag, you ever play video games?
Just one.
Oh yeah? What tickles your fancy?
It is called...
Wow.
Yeah, that is not popular. It is called Where's an Egg?
Whoa, what? I love Where's an Egg?
Where's an Egg is as big as Tetris in Homeland.
Hey, Heavy, you know any hot Russian spies?
I hate spies.
But you gotta have the inside line on some deadly minxes named Natalia or Khrushchevia, right?
You want hot spy?
Am I not WrestleMan? Do I not wrestle bleed?
I have friend who gets you a hot spy.
Get him on the two-way, man!
His name is Pyro.
Just real quick, the spy is hot in this case because it is on fire.
Oh, not as good. All right, big pretend killer man. Tell me the most awesome story you have with plenty of super cool senseless violence.
When I was boy, I was at camp being trained in many ways of combat.
Assassination camp for kids. Oh, this is gonna be good.
There was Sparrow sitting on fence. Snow falls quietly around me. Without notice, another boy jumps from behind tree and kills Sparrow with throwing knife. The boy runs away.
And then?
I pick up Sparrow and hear his last breath before digging him tiny grave.
That's not even a little bit funny, man.
No, it's not.
This treehouse of nerds pales in comparison to an even more secret club that I go to.
In Strongbadia, somewhere between an old tire and a pile of dog shit. Maybe you have to knock 3 times on the skull of a dead hobo in the bushes, perhaps.
Ha! You wish you knew where it was. And even if you did, they wouldn't let you in. Hey, Dork Take. You can't be a video game fanboy without digging the complete library of Videlectrix titles, am I right?
I am a proponent of the classics, certainly.
Classic? I'm talking about Videlectrix's latest releases.
Like
Snake Boxer 6. Now the snakes have fists too.
that would make the snakes a greater threat.
That's the point. Hey, Dork.
I assume you're talking to me?
You know it. What sort of chintzy setup do you have at home?
Well, I built my desktop. It's pretty nice. I've got, let's see.
Yeah, I hate you, whatever. I've got like a 500cc super core Skunkape with like a tetrabat of graphics and all the bells and whistles. Actually, the entire computer is made out of bells and whistles.
So it's completely custom.
Yeah. And those bells and whistles are made out of flutes and oboes. It's okay to be jealous of my style.
I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, Nerd Rancher, how many hits does your little fan site for babies that I hate get a month?
I don't really pay attention to that sort of thing. A couple million?
Ha! Right! I get it. A few blajillion. Like on Monday, I'm sure you got 7 cotillion hits. And on Tuesday, like half a blazillion.
Those weren't even real numbers you just said.
I'm not the only one making up numbers.
No, for real. It's like millions. I don't know how many millions.
Right. Well, so does our website, Bozo. And so does Bozo's website. At least this is better than Poker Night at Homestars. Marzipan's always walking around all natural, trying to get us to play No Loser Candyland.
What's No Loser Candyland?
I don't know, loser. I hear the cold ones are pretty good here.
Aren't you like 10?
You, shut face. They also shake up some decent banang.
Stop it!
Nang. Any of you guys ever listen to Limousine? Or are they still too cool and underground?
Ugh.
Sam and I spent a lot of time listening to our police scanner. Or the Johnny Cash stuck into the DeSoto tape deck.
Whatever. In like 5 years when everybody listens to them, and they've crowned me official tour sloppy seconds haver, You guys are gonna be begging me for a backstage pass. Just begging. So, Tycho, I hear you fancy your fancy self a bit of an internet celebrity.
There's a distinct difference between fancying yourself something and actually being something.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you because of all the traffic.
I hear no cars.
I'm talking about all my crazy web traffic, Ivan. This guy thinks he's some kind of strong bad with his GeoCities account.
Yeah, we have a convention. Last year, like 60 million people came. That's a lot.
Just because your attendees weighed as much as 60 million people does not mean that's how many showed up to your rinky-dink dinky shrink.
Well, we'll be sure you don't get a pass next year.
Ha! Like any convention is worth its salt distilled from the sweat of 1,000 gamer dorks without me.
Fucking Chihuero.
Your hair looks like a greasy hedgehog, unassociated with any video game license, that went to the barber and said, "Just a little off the suck, please."
People always assume hedgehogs are greasy. Members of the order Erinaceo are proud and extremely fastidious mammals.
You said it, not me.
If one can overcome his trepidation at the sight of her spines, a hedgehog can make a wonderful pet, or companion. Their spines are not spines at all, but soft hairs made firm with keratin. At first, she may bristle at your touch, but as she warms to you, she may place a tiny paw on the glass, whispering, touch me like no man ever could." I'm sorry, you were saying?
Oh, nothing. Just puking in my pants.
I will make hat from you, little bunny.
How about I just sit on your head and shoot guys?
This is good idea. You look very familiar, bunny.
How closely do you follow the Manhattan crime blotter? Wait, you didn't go to the Spiro Agnew School of the Arts, did you?
You attended? Didn't take you for the book-learning type.
No, but Sam and I pinched their gym teacher in a black market jockstrap ring in the 80s. I'd be surprised if any student didn't remember a dog choking on a large man with a unibrow.
Maybe you and I box?
I can't risk hurting my beautiful face. It's the franchise.
We spar. For fun.
I don't think so.
Strong and bad. You wrestle? With mask?
No, I'm a wrestle man. Wrestle man. Not like those hack wrestlers.
Not like Iron Sheik?
No, not like the Iron Steak. He's a lur. Oct poo.
This is too bad. Strong and bad. How is boxing career?
These are my hands!
I was boxer once, in school. We have to either box or learn to herd goats. I am not good with goats.
Too much information, man. You're too much information, man.
At first, I do not like punching other boys. But then I learned to love it. What weapon do you carry, Tiny Heavy?
I've got the bazooka, the grappling gun, glue gun, my special nunchuck gun, and of course, I've got these babies.
Tiny Heavy,
What is it?
do you get the nightmares?
I get the Ghibli nightmares. There's this one where Homestar is a giant cheese blintz, and Marzipan holds me at gunpoint and makes me eat him, and uh-oh. Ghibli.
I am talking about visions of endless suffering. Dead doctors everywhere. Spy cannot be found.
No, but that sounds like the Ghiblis, man.
I do not like this Ghiblis. Tiny Heavy, who is your favorite to kill in war?
In war? Probably those green helmets. You know, the guys that don't have any cool weapons or gimmicks, and come in a discount 3-pack?
To kill Spy is glorious thing. How about you, Max? You are a killing type.
My favorite enemy? That's like asking me to choose between my children.
You crack me up, little bunny.
How about me? I've got favorite enemies.
You're a moron.
That is good one.
I'll chainsaw the face of a locust all day long, and there's always been something satisfying about stomping a Koopa Troopa.
Does Koopa Trooper disguise himself as best friend and murder you while you sleep?
Well, no.
Sandwich, sandwich, I love you, sandwich.
Would you like someone to order you some food?
This is good soldier. This one is good doctor. You are demolition man.
Are you naming your chips?
They all fight like good friends. I am hungry for sandwich.
So order a sandwich, man. Your stomach sounds like a sarlacc or some shit.
Oh, I cannot have sandwich. I become unstoppable killing machine.
Yeah, maybe order a water?
Is best. Blue man,
Tycho.
Tycho, what college do you go to? You are educated, no?
Actually, no.
No?
I studied at Gygax Polyhedral, if you catch my drift.
I do not. This is good school?
The best.
I went to Soviet College of Mines, Farms, and Science. I have PhD in Russian literature.
Do you use that in your line of work?
More than you think. Tycho, this sweater is special equipment?
No, it's standard issue, since 1998.
You have no class-specific headgear?
I've got a motorcycle helmet that gives me 100% defense against flesh-searing UV rays,
This sounds beneficial.
especially for my skin.
You have hands like young girl.
I got a regimen, yo. I keep them shits moist.
So you are more of sneaky, stabbing type.
In an extreme circumstance, maybe. Or if someone's being a huge asshole.
I keep my eyes on you.
No. I wasn't implying... Shit.
You wear blue sweater.
Yep, pretty much all the time. And I mean all the time. Ask the wife.
What are you?
Haven't we been over this? I know your head is the size of a grapefruit, but come on.
You are not scout. Maybe very tricky blue spy. Maybe new class.
I can use a keyboard to sabotage your team, steal your intelligence, and mail order your sister to my goddamn doorstep all in an afternoon. Yes, I'm a new class. I have a technical prowess beyond your wildest imagination.
This is true? You have woman?
Not with me, no. But yeah, I have woman.
She is pretty?
Yeah. Cute, glasses, red hair.
She has the red hair?
No, heavy. She is not on the other team. You don't have to kill her.
No, but I love the red hair.
Well, you can't have her either. Maybe we can work something out.
What do you do with life?
Me?
Yes. What is possible with tiny, frail body?
I occupy myself with simulations of various kinds.
What is this?
I leverage technology to augment my imagination, thereby...
Let me help you, Ivan. He lives in his parents' basement and subsists on cheese doodles and rejection.
I am reminded of time engineer kill my entire team.
Damn, Heavy, that's, heavy. I'm sorry to hear that.
I search entire base for him. He tries to kill me with turret and mini turret, but I crush his toys like they are made of paper.
Sound like some crappy toys, if you ask me.
Then I find him, hiding by teleporter. I take his gun away from him. He tries to hit me with wrench. So I take wrench away from him. I take his wrench and shove it down his throat, all the way down to the handle.
Christ!
Then I rip off all his fingers one by one. Let's see you build toys now! There is blood everywhere! And he is crying! I think he cries out for mother, but the wrench is stuck in his throat, and it sounds like Is this not the funniest thing?
That is some bleeped up bleep, man!
This place has been around for almost 100 years.
Wow, that's older than some frozen burritos I've sucked down.
This was the original location of Dixon Kent's Games and Amusements Factory, founded in 1899. When Kent found out that an early draft of the 18th Amendment contained a clause outlawing the sale of games and amusements, he opened this place in secret so makers and enthusiasts would always have a place to go. Hence the tight security and pat-down at the door.
I just thought they were being courteous.
Hey, Max, give me the skinny on your pockets.
Excuse me?
Where you keep all that stuff. That's like Hollywood magic, right?
No, but that was a nickname of mine in college.
Really?
No, I never went to college.
Max, how'd you learn to play cards?
Funny you should ask. This one time, Sam and I were busting up a crime syndicate down in Atlantic City. A road job.
Indeed.
Yeah, so we're tailing this low-level mafia bump for an hour, and he pulls up outside a casino, and before he can go in, Sam says, "Well, little buddy, we better nab this guy quicker than a Pittsburgh driver taking a left on a green in rush hour." I couldn't have agreed more. So I grab a tire iron out of the back seat, right? Hop out of the DeSoto and pummel this guy like a piñata.
Yow.
Blindfold and all!
Yeah, that doesn't really answer my question.
You asked me a question?
Hey, Max, how do you like being a freelance police officer?
It's the best.
I bet it is.
Oh, but that's not all I do. I'm also available for babysitting, bat mitzvahs, and general shakedowns. Do you know anybody who needs work?
See, this is why I think we get along. You're a renaissance man.
You need anybody roughed up?
There's a bird at the pet store that's been giving me a little beak, yeah.
Oh, putting a wiseacre in his place is my specialty.
Hey, Max, remember when you found that time machine and went back to 1964 and met Mama Bosco?
Yeah!
Out of curiosity, did anything ever happen with that?
Well, Sam and I jumped through time and encountered a cow hybrid version of Bosco on a spaceship.
No, I mean with Mama Bosco, like between you and her. You know, did you guys get down to anything untoward? Or toward, even? Maybe while Sam was in the time machine. You can tell me. I'll put it in the vault, deep in the vault.
Are you asking me if I ever stooped Mama Bosco?
No? Never mind then. How'd you guys hear about the inventory?
Sam heard about it when we were on a case out west. And I'll loiter just about anywhere that will pour me a drink with no questions asked.
My engineering friend brought me one night.
The only good thing I got out of those telltales was a recommendation for a decent hangout.
How do you do anything, you know, even remotely interesting with hands like that?
You mean besides punching your groin face in the face groin?
I mean, let's say you somehow get an opportunity with the ladies.
Somehow? I had to cancel like 5 dates with 9 supermodels just to be here.
Right. But what about the bra factor? How do you work the clasp?
Ha! Like they don't just fly off when the ladies enter my natural musk fog.
All this card playing has me a bit parched. I could use a stiff drink.
What's your poison, nerdmonger?
A gin fizz, depending on the occasion.
Ha! You're a girl, you pledged to a sorority in college, and you learned to make that drink there. Now the big beefer, the morning pukies, the dirty sweat sock, those are the drinks of champions.
How about you, heavy weapons guy? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're a vodka guy.
Peach Bellini, but bubbles can give me headache.
If I needed someone snuffed out, heavy weapons guy, what's your going rate?
500,000 US dollars.
Steep.
Cash.
And you can do this discreetly?
Sasha, not so discreet.
That's fine, actually. Don't judge me. Heavy, concerning your firearm, what sort of caliber are we talking?
Big.
Like what? We talking 300 Weatherby mag here?
Bigger.
50 cal, thereabouts?
Bigger than 50 caliber. They are handmade custom-tooled cartridges with classified diameter.
Why's that?
So enemy cannot use ammunition. But Sasha can chew through theirs.
Diabolical.
I think so.
So how long you been with those Team Fortress fellas? That seems like steady work.
I do not understand.
The game's been on Steam for like 3 years. I imagine there was an audition process.
Oh, yes, I understand. I kill many men very quickly.
Excuse me?
I kill record number of soldiers, and I am commissioned to join the Red Team.
So, Heavy, find any rare drops lately?
I do not understand.
When you get a kill, sometimes you get a present, right?
When I get kill, I get honor of team. Sometimes, I also get nightmares. A man does not go home to his wife and children.
So, no loot then?
Oh, you mean hat? Yes, I love hats. Sometimes I get these. They are the best.
You ever listen to music while you work, Heavy?
Yes, I just buy new Walkman.
What gets you in the killin' mood? Ride of the Valkyries? Icelandic death metal?
I just get Huey Lewis tape. He keeps spirits up on battlefield.
Hey, Heavy, I just finished this Russian fantasy novel called The Dirge of the Moskva. Ever read it?
No,
Oh. Well, what's your favorite book?
I prefer war.
Ah, War and Peace. Tolstoy. Tasteful.
No, just war.
Art of War? Sun Tzu?
Niet. I like Tsar Hunger by Leonid Andreyev. You know this?
I'm afraid I don't.
It's classic.
Hey, Heavy, I bet you and I can talk Tetris.
Tetris is baby game.
You ever play Tetris Attack? That game keeps it hood. Am I right?
Why does everybody think I love this Tetris? It is just stacking.
You make a decent point. It is just stacking. So, what do you do for fun, Heavy?
Clean Sasha, use Sasha, clean Sasha again.
Proper maintenance is crucial.
I also collect old coins,
A fellow numismatist.
which I melt down to make custom bullets.
Of course you do. So, is there a Mrs. Weapons guy?
No, Sasha is my only love.
Sasha kills people, I presume.
No,
Oh?
we kill people.
Humor me for a moment. I'd like to talk Tetris Attack.
Okay,
Imagine you are in a pit.
gravel pit?
Stay with me. The crushing weight of stone blocks rains down upon you. Your life depends on your ability to destroy these blocks.
I can imagine this.
And as you smash and crush your way through these blocks, out of the corner of your eye, you see your enemy in a pit similar to your own.
I can kill this enemy?
Yes, Heavy. Yes, you can. For every block you destroy will be re-delivered upon his head. And if you manage to break many blocks in combination, the sheer volume of stone will overcome him. You will hear his bones bend and snap beneath stone rain. Do you think you would like this game?
Yes, I think so. Very much.